Brought to you by businessblueprint.com.au.
Okay, this is more relevant, which is smart ads. So what this is talking about is delivering up banner ads on the web, but modifying the content that's in them depending on what the user experience has been. So this uses that retargeting cookie like we spoke about before, where you've been on a website and it remembers who you are, it knows a bit about you, and it remembers what you've done. And then so how this works is, so see over here, it's going to dynamically change the things on the ad depending on who it's serving it up to. So it can change the message, it can change the image, it can change, what the product is, and even the call to action. And it's doing this by your user data that it knows about you or your usage behavior. So if I show you this, so if I click on this, so see how it's just changed it from her to for a boy, and then it's changed, to be gifts for him. So yeah, very, very smart. And now it's rotating through different images and different calls to action and benefits like free shipping, etc. So this is a very, very big game changer from an advertiser's point of view, because you can laser target your message directly to whoever the person is that you're interacting with. So very, very clever. So how it would work is, say for example on this site, you were in the process of booking a flight from San Francisco to New York, and for whatever reason you didn't finish it, but they've cookied you and they remembered that that's what you were after. So then when you go somewhere else on the network, it's going to, so you got part way through it, you stopped, then it's going to show you ads later on about traveling from San Francisco to New York, book flights and hotel accommodation together and save, book now. Does that make sense to everyone? Very, very smart. The real thing about this, Bud, is to implement it, you really need a lot of traffic, and you need a lot of different combinations to make it worthwhile. So at the moment, this sort of technology is more only really being used by big companies. But this is one of those things where it's good to know about what's coming up, because there's nothing to say that Google won't make that available, for example, just with their normal image ads and stuff over time, I would imagine. But at the moment, this is done by big media buyers media buying networks. So here's an example for Best Western, where they've got 364 properties, 158 different images, 8 backgrounds, 6 messages and 4 offers. So it's like 11 million ads if they had to create all those to be an exact target match. But using smart ads, it just dynamically rotates the stuff in and out. And very, very clever. And what's good about this then, realistically, is the increase in return on investment for the advertiser. So in this case, they're saying increase the click-through rate of the ad by up to 12 times. So getting 12 times as many people clicking on your ad as you were before. So that is massive, in reality, and up to 20 times the return on investment of just doing it a normal, doing it as a normal still ad. So that is massive. Okay, so a lot of people with traffic as well on the internet, they just think about Facebook and Google, and maybe LinkedIn, but the reality is that there's a growing ever number of traffic sources that you can plug into, and sometimes if you're doing something that's different to the norm, then you'll be able to get cheaper traffic, and you'll really be able to laser in on that. So this is in reality all the places that you can buy traffic online at the moment, which you can see that's just it's just massive. But most people really just deal with sort of 2 or 3 up here. The reality is, but a lot of these are only available to agencies. But if you need to buy traffic on big scales, then talking to a marketing agency can make a big difference, because you get access to information, get access to tools that you just as running your own business you don't get access to. So that just shows you how many options you've got available to you. And there's this thing coming up. This isn't something you'd necessarily implement yourself, but just to know about. It's called demand-side platforms, or DSPs. And Google are forecasting this is going to be very big, that 30% of traffic is going to be brought online this way by the end of next year. And what it's talking about is sort of like a stockbroker model, where you have one dashboard, which is for this thing called a DSP, and you can buy traffic on a whole bunch of different networks, all from one spot. And like I say, it's not easy for you to implement, but you just talk to a marketing agency if you want to do it. But this really is the future of where online traffic's going.
Brought to you by businessblueprint.com.au.